Hey guys, today is day 10 of Millionaire MBA. So, the subject on day 10 is called Persistence and No. And the topics for day 10 include persistent is a fundamental quality of winners, and entrepreneurs never accept no for an answer. So I'm just gonna run through down my notes that I wrote down, and the first one is keep chipping away at your goals, and you'll get to them. So just for me, chipping away at your goals, that means keep going forward and just keep going, and eventually you get to the finish line. And that's what persistence is all about. Just keep chipping away at the rock. If a rock is in your path, all you gotta do is chip away until you can get to your fulfilled purpose. So yeah. For me, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, the next note is when somebody said no, then that's just a stepping stone. I really like this because it gives me a imagery, gives me a visual of a stepping stone. And when someone says no, that's a visual too. And you see like a stepping stone, like there's an opportunity where you can kind of have an opportunity to convince them otherwise, so there's always an opportunity if you think it like that, because there is always an opportunity. It's always there. Just when you give up, then that is failure. So or temporary defeat. So yeah. And that for me is something that I realize I give in. So I need to work on more on that, and that means that's more into the non-drifting sort of stage, because you're a thinker, and if you have the belief and the passion for whatever endeavor you're doing, and they say no, then you'll keep going at it, and see that as an opportunity, as an advantage, as a stepping stone. And that's probably my favorite one so far. And the next one is post. Now POST, and each letter stands for something. The lady, she actually used it for something else, but I forgot what she said, so I just put down post and made up my own. I put P as purpose, O as obstacle, S as strategies, and T as timing. So your purpose is what is that you're trying to achieve, the main thing, the main goal, the main vision. So that's the first one. The second one is obstacles. There's always going to be an obstacle, or generally there's going to be an obstacle, especially if it's a big purpose. So yeah, recognize the obstacle. So that's the second part. The third part is the S, and that's strategies. So you need strategies, and strategies are kind of like the tool to chip away at the rock and to solve the problem. So you gotta rock and roll with the strategies. Well, that makes sense at all. But so yeah, you need strategies, at least like 2 or 3 strategies to overcome that particular obstacle. And then you get to timing, and timing is, don't like invest your time, because time is precious, and is an asset that you could use, but people sometimes take time for granted. And like, if you use time wisely, then time is just such a great asset. It's one of the greatest assets you have, because it's always there. And I don't know, timing is the last one, and that's what hers was, so I just use hers as well. Okay, the next one is persistent is just like breathing oxygen. So this at first didn't really register in my head, but when I went back, I heard this, and I was like, oh wow, that's kind of necessary. So I wrote that down because it's a necessary thing we have to do, and we persist unconsciously breathing oxygen. So yeah, that's just a reminder of you already know how to persist. You already breathe oxygen. So why not can you do that other issue or challenge? So anyways, the next one is stamina. Stamina is a key criteria in business. So people with stamina know how to endure, know how to, with long stamina, they have tools in which they know how to not give in, to never give up, and they have like endurance and faith and all the necessary positives to outlast people, and stamina is important, it's a nice thing to have, and it's a nice tool and a nice ability to have that in your toolbox, or I don't know. But for me, stamina, do I have stamina? Well, it depends on what it was. Like if I was working as an unloader at Walmart, I would have stamina on that, because I know all the things required in that job, and I know how to pace myself and to do whatever it takes. But if it's something new like business, it's stamina is like in business, well, it's just you don't have the experience yet. You're new. This is probably I just got the product in like maybe 2 weeks, so I don't really have that much experience, but you can't use it as an excuse. You gotta keep going with it and figure out ways and chip at it and develop strategies to break down that rock and get that timing in, get yourself organized, and and not procrastinating. I don't know. But stamina is a key component, a key criteria, like that guy said. So anyways, the next one is, that is my motivation. Never give up on no. So a motivation, that actually is a really nice motivation, because never give up on no is like, it's just an awesome feeling, you know, because you have this motivation that you gotta prove yourself. You got to, you know, go against odds and be a winner and be successful, because successful people always think like this. Never give up on the no. So I don't know. For me, I'm working on it, but it does give me a really good feeling just saying that and being aware of that. And this is a really good chapter, because this is a chapter I really didn't have that much awareness of this subject of persistence and no. So and it really gave me like a different perspective on that part that I never ever realized before. So anyways, the next one is, when people say you can't do that, I say why. So you got the drifters actually telling you that they can do it, that you can't do it, and they are on the other side of the fence. But you gotta be a thinker yourself. You got to know what your beliefs are and what you stand for. So just like knowing what you know and all the necessary knowledge and experience you have to make a good judgment on that, you can just say why. And you know, how do you know? Have you done this before? What gives you authority that you can say to me that it can't be done? You know, so and if I think it can be done, it can be done. If I put my mind and heart in it. So you know, so you basically gotta be a thinker and ask the questions. Stand up for yourself, fight back, and you know, never let life force you into things. You force life to make things for you. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of that. And me being a thinker is kind of new to me, but I'm starting to realize that you gotta ask the why. You know, you gotta ask why. You know, what do they know? Do they know anything? Are you sure they know anything? But I do know something. So okay, the next one is, and it's the last one, there's got to be an opportunity where there's no. I agree with this, because when there's a failure, then there's a seed of equivalent advantage or equivalent opportunity. So there's always going to be an opportunity, because you know a way that doesn't work. So there's an opportunity, a very small opportunity, or the seed of opportunity. Actually, there's infinite opportunities, but like, there's always going to be that seed, you know. Or you could just focus on the negative and never get anywhere, or you could just focus on the positive seed and let that grow and become that a golden opportunity that works. So yeah, this little part right here goes with uh, the failure part, and so yeah, that was my thoughts on that. And let's see, I underlined something on the exercise, and it says, persistence is the most hidden quality of winners. Those who reach the highest level of success simply refuse to give in. So refuse to give in. And this reminded me, this particular saying right here reminded me of when I was playing soccer in the tournament in the beginning of July. I was like a non-drifter, and what I did was I went to the gym and I worked out. At least I tried to do it like every day and not drift, and run and run and run and run. And I did like deep breathing exercises to get my my stamina and endurance up. And I tried every single thing that would benefit me and give me advantage, and since I already knew the mental aspect of being a non-drifter, I was just getting the physical aspect up there. So yeah, that's what I did. And when I went into the game, I had this mentality of saying to myself, that to these soccer players, that they're just human, just like me. So they're human beings, and I'm a human being. What makes them better than me? So since we're all equal, then I play like that. And I was pretty much greater than them, because I was equal to them, and I countered, and I did a great job at defending and never giving up on the play, because if my mind says so, I'll just say no, I'm not going to drift. And this story doesn't really make sense, does it? But basically, I didn't let the outer influence affect me, the outer circumstances, any influence or control from the outside of my mind did not influence me or control me, because I had possession of my mind. I knew what was capable of me, and if someone was trying to score, I knew my purpose was not let that person score, and I did whatever it took to not get that person to score, and I was one of the stars in the game. So that was pretty awesome, and that's what I got out of that, because you never really give in. And yeah, that was being a non-drifter. So yeah, that was pretty much it for today. And so next week, we're going into week 3. So anyways, see y'all there.